Okay, this is a test for robustness, R01. We'll be testing the program in question. So starting from the beginning, there's going to be a full walkthrough. So signing in with the default account, so it's test pass 1 2 3. Logging in, we will have the user interface. As you can see, the other page has been hidden because we have already signed in, so the credentials are valid. Starting off from the voice assistant, we should open in a timely manner. There you go. We can speak into it by saying a random thing like open PowerPoint, for example. Open PowerPoint. Opens up PowerPoint. That works. Now we can try again with something else like open up Word. So we just give it some time to respond. You can see after that's concluded, we can press the press me button again, so we can speak into the assistant. So try and get a different command like open Word. It opens up Microsoft Word. That's right. And as we can see, it responds. We can try a different function like search for car parts. So there we go. It's going to search for car parts. It searches up with the keywords from the search. So search and for are removed from the search, and only car parts are left. So therefore, we have car parts in the search query. Closing that. That should conclude the test for the voice assistant. You can see that it works correctly without any errors. Moving on to the Twitter scraper, this can be used to search the internet, more specifically Twitter for information such as headlines as requested by my stakeholder. We can see that we have a variety of options here, all requiring input by text. Let's say it's a text input, as you can see. So if we want to start off by searching by the Twitter user, we can see that the search query is removed, hence meaning that we don't need to use it for the request. So entering a Twitter handle, we can include that, or we don't need to include it. In this case, I won't include it. So let's say Washington Post, and let's say the tweets we want, let's say we want up to 10, and we will keep this unchecked, as in all of my previous tests, I do have this checked. So with this case, we'll keep it unchecked to show it works. So you can see here that RT shows that it's a retweet. So here we have all the tweets. You can see at the top it shows the Twitter handle and the results requested. So after you submit your request, it will clear the boxes. This is so you can enter any new request, for example. So here we have all the information that we requested up to 10, and the information used to find the request in case you want to do the request again. Now, if we're going to do by the whole of Twitter, we can see that the search query has been enabled. Now, scrolling down at the bottom, if you want to search using our speech, for example, instead of typing it like this, you can use this handy little button here by clicking it. You can say cats, and then what will happen, it will input what we said into the search query box in case you don't want to type it. Now, the results I'll keep as 10, and I'll keep it unchecked again. Submit request. You can see that it shows all the responses. The RT shows us a retweet. Ideally, we don't want to use this because it gives us every single response available, including in other languages, and including anything that is also a bit profane, which means that using this feature is not suitable for people under 18, which I will discuss in the evaluation. And that should conclude the walkthrough of the Twitter scraper. Moving on to the third and final feature, we have the reminders and the bills calculator. For the reminders, we can append onto this using the assistant. We just speak into it to add a reminder, and once that's done, it will add it onto this window. All of these were from a previous test. I did not clear from the table as of yet. And that's all there is. This is a pretty simple addition to the program, which I thought would be really handy. Moving on to the flows calculator. Let's say you want to enter a total amount, let's say £882, or okay, I added 92.82. Let's say you want to split that between 13 people. We process this value, we got the per person amount, the 5% tip, and the 10% tip. These two values here are from the per person amount, so it's going to be split from this into these two. Let's say you want to get a certain percentage which isn't already in the system. Let's say you want to get 28% of the per person amount. Submit that. It shows the output will be £19, which is 28% of 67.85. And that's all there is to this. It's pretty simple. I thought I should add this in as an optional feature.